Remember, it's been many years now, but my shamanic teacher at the time, he asked me, "Have you started your healing practice?" And I looked at him and said, "No, not yet." I said, "No, I'm still waiting for the right time." But look, by that time, I had been waiting already 5 years. So if you're watching this right now, you might be doing the same thing, waiting and waiting and waiting. And I want to tell you, this is costing the people who need what you have to offer, whatever your healing gift is. My name is Anthony Rios, a healing shaman. And over the many years, of my training and now my healing practice, I've seen a lot of amazing things with shamanic practice, shamanic methods. And early on, when I was still doubting, like, is this really, really real? And it wasn't till I had a client one time, perfect stranger, who had a lot of physical pain, right? And he had trouble moving around and all this kind of stuff. And if I had not seen it with my own eyes, after that one session that we did together, about an hour session, of doing shamanic work, invoking the spirits, working with the drum and the rattle and our power animals and our helping spirits. If I hadn't seen this with my own eyes and other people afterwards who witnessed this man up and around, moving, walking without assistance, right? I hadn't noticed it at first until someone tapped me on the shoulder and they said, "Look." I looked, that guy was moving fine, upright, without help. And I was like blown away. I was like, wow, that for me was like, "Oh my god, this is the real deal. This stuff is real." And, that's what it took for me, but it was a really, really up close and personal thing. And I'm saying this to you because if you're still waiting, if you're still doubting, it's costing the people who are waiting for you, who are waiting for what you can bring to them to help them heal with spirit. So, what I want to share with you today by the end of this little short video is that you're going to know exactly what to do to stop waiting, exactly what to do to stop waiting, right? Because it's costing the people that need you, and it's also costing you your well being as a healer. You got to get this healer out, bring this healer out into the world. I'm committed that you show up as the healer that you are. You don't need another certification. You don't need to go do another 6-month course, all of that, right? Been there, done that, right? The teachings that we use come from spirit. Yes, you can learn from people like me, but what I can do is just show you what I know. Then you have to get out there and do it yourself and then let spirit guide you. Spirit guides me all the time, all the time. And that's the magic of healing, your connection to spirit, your divine connection to spirit. So I want to show you, I want to talk to you about the traps that we get stuck in that keeps you waiting and how we can move to the next level and stop waiting and get on with the business of healing. Look, I remember when I was in that waiting trap. I needed more information, I needed more training, I needed more certification. More certification doesn't do anything, right? All it did was delay the work that I'm doing, right? It delayed the work that I'm doing and it's delaying the work that you could be doing because you're waiting for the next online course, the next 6 months thing. You think you have to go to Peru. You don't have to go to Peru. Peru is beautiful. Mexico is beautiful, amazing teachers, right? You can learn a lot, but you don't have to do that first to start healing. You don't have to go up some mountain in the bitter cold, right? You don't have to go fast for 30 days. No, my friend, you don't. So don't let all that new age nonsense get in your way anymore. The call to heal is your direct connection to spirit. All you need is training, and your connection to spirit will guide you. Yes, you want to have some basic practices on how to interact with people and how to work with people, but you don't need to go somewhere and spend 6 months in a cave. Okay. You don't need to do that. People are waiting for you right now. So that trap of waiting is easy to fix. Get yourself up and go start healing somebody. And I'm sharing this with you because I had already had a lot of training. I was working with people. My practice was active, but and some of the results were like, wow, impressive. But again, it wasn't until I had that one experience with this client, a perfect stranger who was experiencing a lot of physical pain. And when we were done with our 1 hour session, about 1 hour, right? And we did some shamanic extraction work, that he got up and moved around and walked around without his cane, without assistance. I was blown away. People had to point it out to me. They're like, look, this guy's moving. And I was blown away. So that was really a big push for me. It's like, oh, wow. If I wouldn't have been here around that day to do this session with him, who knows what would have happened, right? So that gift that you have and that training that you already have, put it to work. You already have enough training. Go put it to work. I know one of the things so many people in the waiting trap, you get stuck with, oh, well, which modality do I use? You've already trained in 12 modalities. You aren't using any of them. Pick one. Pick one. Okay. Did you train? Do you already have your Reiki 1 and 2? Do that. You're a massage therapist, but you're just around the edges? Do that, right? You're doing energy healing. You've already studied the energy healing, working with auras and energetic fields. Do that, right? You're doing divination. You're doing oracle cards. You're just dabbling. Stop dabbling. Turn the cards over. Read for people, right? Do that. You have a modality to pick. Pick one and try it out, right? I trained in a lot of different modalities. I use two, right? I'm a shamanic practitioner, shamanic teacher. I use the shamanic healing methods, right? I'm a trained curandero in a lineage. That's what I use, right? It's not complicated, my friend. It's about stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting yourself. Give yourself permission to be who you are. Give yourself permission to let the healer in you come out. Okay? That's what there is to do. I know there's fear. I know there's doubt. I know people talk about you, your family, your friends talk shit about you. I know that happened to me. That happened to me for years. That used to piss me off. I have very close friends, long term friends, who would talk crazy shit, right? And it used to really, really get under my skin, piss me off. But I finally said, you know what? I don't need those friends anymore. That's going to happen to you. You're not going to like it, but it is bigger, right? The call to spirit and what you can offer is bigger than that BS drama. I learned that, right? Because I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Your family, your friends, people close to you are going to tell you that you're crazy, you're wasting your time. All of that is nonsense, right? Don't believe it. If you're hearing the call of spirit, answer that call. Spirit knows what is good for you, right? They don't, right? Spirit will guide you. Let spirit guide you. The reason I love the shamanic journey so much, and that's my practice, that's my modality, is shamanism and shamanic journey methods. The reason I love the shamanic journey methods so much is that when you learn it, you have it for life. No one can take it away from you. When you learn how to journey to the upper world, to the lower world, when you meet your helping spirits, when you meet your power animals, you have that for life. Then your job is to nurture those relationships. Go back and journey to your power animals, to your helping spirits, to your guiding spirits. Ask them for help, ask them for guidance. You have that ability for the rest of your life. If you can pick up a drum and a rattle, you're good. You're good to go, right? No one can take that away from you. And I get messages and information from the spirit world all the time because I finally said, yes, I am willing to receive the information. I'm willing to be guided and I'm willing to trust, not just the spirit world, but trust myself. So I'm asking you to trust yourself on this journey, right? You're not going to hurt yourself. You're not going to hurt other people because we're guided by divine guidance, divine light. We're guided by love, a divine source, right? We're not working with any kind of malevolent dark energies, right? That's not what I'm calling you to, and that's not what spirit is calling you to. We're calling you to the work of the light. We're calling you to the work of love. We're calling you to the work of compassion and healing and health, which you can do. Many of you already know it. You know it. You know it in your gut. You're just waiting around because you're still listening to other people's BS. And I'm asking you to stop doing that. Just stop doing that. Stop listening to their BS because once you begin your journey, whether it's a shamanic journey method or some other deep connection to spirit methods that are out there, your life will change. It's going to change. It may not be comfortable. It's not glamorous. So, but it will change in a good way. I can't tell you how many times I'm just so thankful that the shamanic journey crossed my path when it did at that point in my life. Because I was at a low point. I was at a very low point. I was in my late 30s at a low point. And I felt that that whole part of my adult life at that time, between, say, the time I was, had left college, quit college, and the time I was like in my late 30s, that a lot of that span in there, the things I had worked on, the things I had done, some of them were good and my heart was in the right place, but I was burned big time and I felt like a failure. And I also had a spiritual void because I didn't have religion in my life anymore because I walked away from the church. So, all of that is to say that there are wounds that we must heal so that we can move on. So, a lot of you who are waiting around before you start on your healing path, a lot of it has to do with you have something that needs to be healed in you. And that is also scary for some people because you don't want to go there. The great thing is, with the way that I teach and the way that I work with people, you don't have to relive trauma. All you have to do is acknowledge and heal, acknowledge and let it go. I know that sounds very simplistic, but the work that's being done is done by spirit, right? Your acknowledging and your willingness to let go and to heal, the healing work inside of you is done by spirit. Okay? So many of you are waiting around because there is something that needs to be healed and you're afraid to take that first step. I get it. I understand it completely. And I'm telling you, in the way that I teach and the people I've been working with, also mentors that I work with now, you do not have to relive trauma. Okay? There's a lot of modalities out there that have people do that. I don't think it's healthy, right? I don't think it really solves anything because the real work of healing is with you, in your body, your mind, and your spirit. And yes, your body is telling you right now it's time to heal, but you're still waiting and you're afraid of something. You're not trusting yourself. I'm asking you to trust yourself on this journey because that's the only way you're going to start. Give yourself the room to trust, give yourself permission to move forward because spirit has your back. Spirit has your back. You just have to give it, open the damn door so spirit can do its work. Okay. So you already have what it takes. You just need to give yourself permission to move forward. Give yourself permission to move forward. Release all that nonsense that people around you are putting in your head. Stop listening to them. Stop. Okay. Move forward. People need you. People need your gift. You need healing, right? So get some healing. That divine connection to spirit has never been broken. Right now, it's just kind of loose. You need to connect the wires back. That's all, right? You can do that. Intention, discipline, respect, humility. That's all you need. And give yourself permission to let the healer in you be the healer. Okay? That's all you need. Give yourself permission, stop jerking around, and get on with the business of healing. If any of this resonates with you, come to the Rainbow Path, click the link, start with the Sacred Healing Journey. There's simple three simple audios that will get you pointed in the right direction and help you create the foundation that you need to move forward. Thank you very much. My name is Anthony Rios, the Healing Shaman. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with other people who you know they may also be in the same place and are ready to answer the call of spirit. All right? Thanks very much.